Alright guys, we are live with a double stream today. So I just got done streaming the latest episode of the WWE Raw Universe mode. So how about we do a double stream today, because I don't think I'll be able to stream on Friday. So for that being the reason, I figured I'd do a double stream today. So why don't we recap some of the biggest moments that happened last episode on RCW, and that was the return of both Luna Outlaw and Brian Outlaw. And Brian Outlaw returned in a big way, attacking Chris Danger after sitting on the shelf due to bruised ribs that took place during the match, no holds barred, at RCW Riot. And in case you missed any of that, be sure to catch up with the YouTube playlist. It is titled Ravage Championship Wrestling RCW Season 3. So, or Season 5, I mean, sorry. We already did Season 3. What am I saying? What am I saying, guys? I have no idea. Just getting some of my water here. Doing a lot of talking, which means you gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated, gotta keep going. Alright, man, he's back, guys. CJ is back. Alright, so glad you're here again, CJ. Welcome back. Alright. So Luna Outlaw returned in a big way, attacking Noelle Diamond. And she is the RCW Women's Champion right now. And Luna Outlaw was once a RCW Women's Champion, the youngest, at 19 years old. But now, unfortunately, she lost that title to Noelle Diamond in a triple threat match between her, Violet Knight, and Noelle Diamond. And I believe she definitely wants to get back in that title picture. You know, now she's... How do you get tokens for... Oh, are you talking about Twitch? Or are you talking about like the titles or whatever? Because I remember you mentioning it last stream, and I wasn't sure what you were referring to. Oh, okay. So how you get titles? That's pretty simple, really. Interacting in chat, watching the stream, whether you're lurking or actually watching it, hosting the stream, following the channel, so you already have titles. Basically just being here. Subscribing to the channel also earns you titles, and basically interacting in chat, just even if it's you just not interacting in chat, not saying anything, and watching the stream, you're earning titles every minute of the stream that you watch. So if you watch the entire stream in its entirety, you can earn titles by doing that. It's completely... And if you want to keep track of how many titles you earn, you can do that by entering !titles. That's the command for titles, so it'll tell you how many titles you currently have. And then you can redeem those titles by... If you're on mobile, I believe there's a little puzzle piece in chat, or in the little chat thing, clicking the puzzle piece in chat and clicking on one of the rewards. However, with that said, to redeem your titles, do not click on any of the rewards that are automatic. So only click on the rewards that are listed down below in the panels, because otherwise you'd just be wasting your titles on absolutely nothing. So I want to make that clear so that you guys don't be wasting your titles on something that's not going to work for you. As we start up this match, as Luna Outlaw looks for a big return back after a little bit of... You have to redeem it, and how you redeem it is you click on the puzzle piece, and then there should be a thing that says like redeem points or something that pops up. There should be a little thing that pops up, and it should tell you the amount of cost of the titles, and you just select a reward, and an alert will pop up on stream that you've redeemed an award, and the bot will tell me, so that way I can give you whatever reward that you decided to have. What's up, Lord Hushy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. As Luna Outlaw hits Noelle Diamond with a drop kick, but she gets up right away, and Luna Outlaw hits her with another drop kick. Luna Outlaw again. You want 100? You want 100 titles? Well, you're gonna have to keep watching the stream to get titles. That's the easiest way to earn them. And by the way, this only works for Twitch. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for any of the other streaming platforms like Mixer or anything like that. So it only works for Twitch. Thank you for the follow. This is my own custom universe mode, Ravage Championship Wrestling. I've been doing this custom show since August 21st of last year. This is really what has gotten my channel, my Twitch channel to grow, and my whole entire streaming platform to really grow is this entire show right here. And then I started doing WWE Universe mode, where I do the Raw and SmackDown, take over the roster of Raw and SmackDown. So when Outlaw takes down Noelle Diamond, and she's giving it to Noelle Diamond right now. Looking for a blackout here on Noelle Diamond, and connects with that, following it up, trying to follow it up with a dawning on Noelle, and Noelle's in huge trouble here. 1, 2, and Noelle kicks out at 2. And Luna's been barely touched in this matchup, but Noelle firing back. As Luna gets right back up into a backstabber. Luna very quick and agile, probably the most quick in the Outlaw family. You'll see all the Outlaws in action tonight. You'll see Jason and Brian teaming up for old time's sake. Two brothers teaming up with one another. You'll also see Sky Outlaw, the sister of the Outlaw family, the oldest sister in the Outlaw family, taking on Allie, who has aligned herself with the Rogue family along with Rosemary. She got a victory over Rosemary last time on RCW. And if you missed any of the episodes of RCW, or if you're brand new and you want to check those out, they are on my YouTube channel at Botch TV. You can check them all out. They are in playlist season 1 all the way through season 5. And everything gets archived and put there on my YouTube channel for you guys to watch. As Luna Outlaw hits another blackout on Noelle Diamond, and now going for another dawning on Noelle, and Noelle's just in huge trouble here again. And Noelle's refusing to go down, trying to go for that drop kick again. And Noelle hits a drop kick of her own. Well, Luna Outlaw is still very fresh. And I still have no idea why Luna Outlaw decided to take a leave of absence. I mean, she is 19 she is 19 after all, you know. She's not she has her own priorities. As Noelle Diamond doing a working hold here on Luna Outlaw. Stretching the arms out. And a big uppercut. 19, yes, 19. She is 19 years old. All the Outlaws have an age. Not all my wrestlers do, just the Outlaws do. And a monkey flip from Noelle, and imagine if Luna Outlaw is able to take down Noelle here in this match. She could punch her ticket to another title opportunity. Struck gold on Luna here. And Noelle Diamond gets the victory over Luna here. Just when I spoke too soon, I guess. But it's been a while since Luna's been back in the ring, and unfortunately she wasn't able to get the victory, but I'm pretty sure she'll be looking for another title shot here in the future. It shouldn't be too far away now. Is Rey Mysterio looking to take on a Aleister Black? Now, Aleister Black fought Seth Rollins for the RCW Carnage title, but came up short in that match as Seth Rollins was able to retain his Intercontinental title. But I imagine that if Rey Mysterio is able to get a win here over Aleister Black, that he might just punch himself a ticket in line for a shot at Seth Rollins' RCW Carnage title. And that title has been held by the likes of AJ Styles, Seth Rollins obviously, and Brian Outlaw, as Brian Outlaw cashed in the lottery case way back in season 2 of RCW on his own best friend Seth Rollins to gain that title. And the little love triangle that he had with Paige to help him retain the title in very mischievous ways, I might add. But all of that is in the past, as Rey Mysterio comes out here, possibly looking for the biggest match of his career here. A lot of you have said he is Carnage Championship material, and I believe that 100%. But it makes me wonder, will Rey Mysterio fade to black? And I'm pretty sure Aleister's going to make sure of that. I think he still has one of the greatest entrances ever in wrestling, honestly. Even though he is getting underutilized on SmackDown Live. Yeah, I don't even think he's had like an actual singles match yet. He's had like matches with Ricochet, but not. I don't think he's had a singles match yet. But you know, it is what it is. And I usually have my face cam on, but thought I'd leave it off for this one. And chest stomp to Aleister Black here, as Rey Mysterio is using his quickness to his advantage. A little bit of a drop down here. And Rey Mysterio looked to grab Aleister there, but Aleister turns it around. An exploder suplex right out of the gate to Rey Mysterio. And stomp to the chest of Rey Mysterio, saying, whatever you can do, I can do better. But Rey Mysterio sweeping Aleister Black off of his feet. But Aleister firing back with a jawbreaker and a big knee strike there. From Aleister is Rey's a little weak here, but he ends up springboarding back into the ring. Thanks for the compliment, I appreciate it. I learned from the best, watching JR over the years, Jim Ross, and watched a lot of wrestling, so from a lot of different promotions. I'm playing as Rey Mysterio right now. Rey Mysterio with the drop down leapfrog. Ooh, tried to go for that enziguri, possibly a drop kick there, but Aleister gets out of the way and with a fist to the face and going for a cover here. And just a 1 count. Got a kick right to the back of the leg. Ooh, and what's Rey going for here? Electric chair to Aleister Black, and that's got to hurt back right at the back of the head. On the canvas. Uh-oh. I think I know what this is. This is signature Rey Mysterio. 619. Trying to go up to the top rope here. That's a long ways away, but still going for it anyway. Frog splash on Aleister. 1, 2, and Aleister kicked out at 2.5. There's the Discord. I just got a notification from the Discord on my Apple Watch there for a minute. What the heck was that? That was a weird glitch. Whatever happens, happens. As Rey Mysterio going after the leg, making sure that Aleister cannot hit that. Black mass there. Sorry, lost my train of thought. But Aleister with a reversal. Ooh, and a big boot right to the face of Rey Mysterio, and Aleister's fired up now. German suplex from Aleister. I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Owen kicks Rey Mysterio right off of his feet here. Looking for that bicycle knee strike. Right on Rey, and Rey kicked out at 1. I don't know if Rey sold the whole thing. Maybe not. Oh no. But Rey Mysterio could fade to black with a black mass. Black mass. 1, 2. No. Rey kicked out again. Rey isn't done. But Aleister cannot take his foot off the gas. Aleister thought he might have had him at that black mass there, but Rey with a Hurricane Rana. And a big kick to the back, but now Rey's fired up now. Rey is fired up. Reverse Hurricane Rana there. Oh no, I think we're going to see it again. We might be able to see it again. But Rey Mysterio hesitated. Rey hesitated a bit. And very smart, veteran-like from Rey Mysterio as he going to the outside. But Aleister looking for the Meteora. But Rey able to scooch himself out of the way. He looked for the leaping Meteora on the outside, but that did not connect up. Did not end up connecting for him, but Rey Mysterio going for that 619 again, and that busted Aleister wide open. Rey Mysterio looking to follow it up with the frog splash. No! Aleister got the knees up. Aleister got the knees up and a DDT. Into a cover. 1. No! Rey Mysterio kicked out. Rey Mysterio, yeah, that's honestly why I started watching wrestling too, was him. I've always liked Rey Mysterio more than anybody. Well, I mean, besides Paige, of course. But Rey Mysterio was like my first introduction to wrestling. As Rey Mysterio going for that 619 again. Yeah, I know Paige is hot. Yeah. Why do you think I like her? It's not just because she used to wrestle good. As Rey connects with that frog splash. And he gets the victory over Aleister Black. But yeah, I remember, I think it was back in 2015, I was still in high school, and she did a live Q&A. This was when she was still with Paige, Charlotte and Becky, the whole Team PCB thing, and she did a Q&A. And I asked her a question, and she answered it. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was freaking out. I nearly pissed myself. Not really, but I was still freaking out, though. It was actually pretty dope. And then, no, I didn't go to a wrestling match. Like, I didn't go to see her wrestle. I wish I did, but she did like a Q&A on like Facebook Live or whatever, on her like WWE like official Facebook page or whatever, her like, because you know how like, you know, the WWE superstars, they have like their official Facebook pages that are managed by like WWE or something like that, and they did a Facebook Live where people could ask her questions. And she was on for like 15 minutes. I think the video was 15 minutes. I still have it saved in my saved videos on Facebook because I'm so proud of this. But I asked her a question and she answered it. Still, my offer is still valid, by the way. Still valid. Not that she's watching the stream right now, but it's still completely valid. Even though it's like 4 years. Even though it was like 4 years ago. And I had her, like, retweet one of my tweets on her Twitter, so I had, like, notifications blowing up out the wazoo on my Twitter because she retweeted my tweet, and there was this whole, like... Bro, email search on Google and see if you can get... I have a WWE Championship belt. I have one. I bought one. I have the World Heavyweight Championship. I have one. I know my buddy does. One of my buddies, he does like the backyard wrestling, which is pretty dope. He's like a backyard wrestler. I would love to get a... How much would I sell the title for? I ain't selling the title if I were to sell... but if I were to sell it, I'd probably sell it for what I paid for it, which was like $200. So... Because it's a actual replica title. It's not one of those toy ones. Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have brought it with me to like an indie wrestling event and got it signed. Because I know this professional wrestler that I met. She found me on Instagram, and I met her, and now we talk back and forth on Twitter all the time. But no, she's not like WWE, but you know, she's still a wrestler, which is pretty cool. But I should have brought, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have brought the title to the wrestling event so I could have gotten it signed by her. Although she did threaten to spear me, which was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. She did threaten to spear me and punch me in the face. I would love to make a championship. I would love to make a championship. And by the way, right now you're seeing Sky Outlaw come out, and that is the Sky Has Fallen t-shirt. That is the official Sky Outlaw t-shirt. She was the first merch design. That is the very first merch design on the Botch TV store. You can check that one out and get a shirt for yourself. It's $20 on the Botch TV merch store, and she wears it pretty good, I might add. But she was the very first merch design, and it looks pretty damn good. This guy looks to take on Allie here. Now, Rosemary and Allie, they know each other very well. Demon Bunny. Demon Bunny. And I think Rosemary is keeping a close eye on this one. Even though she died on Impact. She's here on RCW. That's all that matters. She actually, Allie lives about 30 minutes away from me, which is fantastic. Which is cool. It's freaking awesome. I think it's cool. But we are underway here with this matchup as Sky Outlaw. She took on Rosemary last time and beat Rosemary, and she's looking to send a message to Rosemary here by taking down Allie here as she hits a bulldog on Allie. And as you can see, her attire has been changed. Back then she used to have more of a pinkish or magenta-ish attire, and now she's got all purple. Ooh, and a big slap right in the face, and you know, I would have to say Sky's the hardest person to work with. You know, trying to get her to do matches. She had that big rivalry with with Paige a little while back, and trying to get her to do certain matches, trying to get her to do anything is difficult. Don't tell her I said that, but it's kind of difficult trying to get her to do things. But, you know, that is how it is. At only 21 years old, she has accomplished, or 20, I should say, not 21. 20, I should say. Jason's the one that's 21. At only 20 years old, she has accomplished a lot here on RCW and in the MWE, Manhattan Wrestling Entertainment. And you can see some of her matches back there if you watch my Lockdown series, which I ended after 2 seasons. However, it was a good series, even though it was short-lived. As Allie looking to submit Sky here, as she's in a little bit of trouble. But Sky able to get out of it, as all of the Outlaws were trained by Brian Outlaw, who you will see in action tonight with his brother Jason. All of the Outlaws were trained by him, as he was the first one of the family to be in the business of wrestling. And a super kick to Allie, and as Sky drags her to the middle of the ring into a cover. 1, 2, and Allie kicked out. And usually that is not enough. And she's going up for Skyfall here, looking to go up for Skyfall, but Allie is getting right back up. Allie is still fresh enough to get right back up. And the furious punches from Sky, as she likes to hammer the faces, bust the face in. And she thinks she is the prettiest face in RCW. And I can't say anything, okay? Because that would be very unprofessional of me. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut regarding that. But Sky likes to think I like to play favoritism because of the fact that she was the first ever merch design. But unfortunately, Sky, it's not favoritism, it's just pure coincidence. And you can hear the boos as they don't like what Sky is doing to Allie right now, but Sky hasn't been the type of girl that cares so much. But Allie throwing her away. Oh no! Allie going for a bat here on Sky, and she hits the bat. And this match has ended in disqualification because Allie decided to grab a bat. And man, she ruined the perfect matchup there. I think Allie knew that she couldn't beat Sky normally, so she had to go for that disqualification. As Max the Maniacal Mercury takes on Saber, one half of the Tag Team Champions. Now Max the Maniacal Mercury, he also has some merch designs. He has a Tears Will Fall tee, as well as a t-shirt with the word maniacal on it on the merch store. So he has some of his own merch design on the Botch TV merch store. So if you want to support Max, or Mad Max as some people like to call him, then go ahead and get those t-shirts now. They are available in all sizes. They are unisex t-shirts. So anybody can wear them. As Mad Max coming out here. Now you might wonder, why does Max wear that mask around his face? And you know, there's a reason why he's called Mad Max, and I think the face paint and the mask say it all. And it makes me wonder all the time why Max wears his vest in the ring, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. You know, Max chooses what he wants to wear, and that's what he wants to wear. As you can see, Sabre walking out with that tag team title around his waist. His partner, Phoenix, his partner and mentor, Phoenix, is not in the building tonight. But Max, not wanting to wait, but the match has already started here. And Sabre hasn't even taken off his robe yet. As Max goes after the leg of Sabre, and Sabre cannot do that big kick that he likes to do with a bum leg. But you got to be careful when it comes to Max, because he likes to hit that Max driver. And that pile driver is probably one of the most powerful pile drivers we have seen yet. And a big Falcon Arrow. On Sabre, and oh, I think he caught Sabre. He's trying to get Sabre in an armbar, but Sabre able to get out of it. And Sabre, he might be small, but he can get around the ring pretty well. And he's made a name for himself in the tag team division, but you know, I'd like to see what he can do as a singles star. As Max with an Irish whip into the ropes, drop down, and a leapfrog. And Max going for some type of body slam there, but Sabre pushes him away into a clothesline. And now referee stepping out of the way, good, because we couldn't see that there. Is Sabre going for some blows to the arm. And just a count of one for Sabre. And now Sabre doing a working hold here on Max. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try this. And Sabre just wrenching away on the neck of Max, and a couple of shots to the midsection. And a big uppercut stopping Max in his tracks. And Sabre doing a little bit of gloating. Well, Max with the reversal. Ooh, tried for that drop kick, but Sabre stepped out of the way. Again with a punch. Tried for that drop kick again, and it finally connects. And Sabre trying to regain composure here. And driving the face of Sabre into the canvas. Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm alright. And a big super kick there from Sabre. As Sabre's going for Nightmare. Sabre tried for Nightmare on Max, and that... But Max able to grab it. Grab his leg there. Able to reverse out of Well, it's actually... It's not... You spelled it with B-R-I-A-Y. It's B-R-Y... It's B-R-Y-A-N. Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm doing okay. Just concentrating on this match at hand here. Uh-oh. As Max looking to go for Max Driver. But Sabre getting out of dodge and an elbow right to the eyes. Because I don't know what Sabre tried to go for there. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay. Go ahead. I don't care. It's fine. That's what most people call me anyway. So it's all good. And a big Superman punch there. And Max almost went down. That might have upset Max there. It definitely would have upset Max. Oh no. Sabre looking to kick Max's head off. Oh, but Max dodges out of the way. But Sabre again taking down Max. And now Sabre is fired up. Sabre now. We're going to take Max down, and that's exactly what he does in that kick. Busted Max open a little bit. But a back suplex stopping Sabre in his tracks, and Max has got to watch himself here. Uh-oh, but Max going for that Max Driver. Max Driver on Sabre. Looking to get the win over Sabre here. 1, 2, no! Sabre kicked out. Sabre kicked out of the Max Driver. I don't think I've ever seen anybody kick out of that before. And Max is going for it again. Max Driver one more time. 1, 2, and no! Sabre kicked out of it again. Uh-oh. Max turning his attention to the ref, and now the ref is down. The ref is down. Uh-oh, what's Max going for here? Trying to go for a steel chair. Going for a steel chair, but Sabre fighting back. Sabre fighting back in a drop kick. Oh, he tried to take out the referee again. And he did again. He took out the ref again as the referee threw out that steel chair. As this match has disqualifications active. And Max using the steel chair while the referee was down. And I think that chair shot busted Sabre open too. Uh-oh. You can see the blood on the chair there. The blood of Sabre on the chair. Count of 5 here. As Max throwing Sabre back into the ring now. Going up top. Waiting for Sabre. And I don't know what happened there. But whatever that was, Max did not connect on that. As Sabre looked for Nightmare, and Max reversed it yet again. Oh, looking for guillotine though. Looking for a guillotine here on Sabre. Looking to make Sabre tap out. The Max driver wasn't enough. The Max driver wasn't enough as he's trying to lock in this guillotine, and he finally gets Sabre to tap. Oh, this is a 2 out of 3. This is 2 out of 3 falls. I completely forgot about that. It didn't even say any of that in the freaking thing. I completely forgot. This is 2 out of 3 falls. I think Max forgot too. That was my bad on that one. I gotta know. I'm the one that booked this match. I'm the one that booked this match, so I'm the one that should know. And drop kick again to Sabre, and oh no, Sabre being very wise, rolling out to the outside of the ring. Max doing a little bit of too much taunting. You know how Max is. Max likes to be full of himself a little bit. I don't think this is about winning. I think it's about punishing Sabre. I don't know what Sabre ever did to Max, but I don't think that matters as he's looking to end this with another Max driver. Max driver again. On Sabre, looking to end this one. And he does. 2-0. Max just buried Sabre. I don't think I've seen Sabre in that much trouble before, but you know, Max is not an ordinary guy. Oh no. Max, you've done enough, man. You've done enough. But I don't think he's done. As the repeated punches. Oh no. This could spell bad for Sabre as he's going for that step up enziguri. Connecting. And now going for one more Max driver. I don't know what's going on with Max here, but this is horrible. I think we need some medical staff here to check on Sabre to see what's going on. But bloodied and all, Max with the victory, but I think that was very distasteful of Max there. There was no need for that after the match. But this is our main event, and this has been a long time coming. It's the return, the in-ring return, rather, of the Outlaws. Brian Outlaw specifically, as Jason wasn't injured, but as they take on Chris Danger and Jay Rogue. Now, Chris Danger aligned himself with the Rogues after turning on the Outlaws, turning on Brian specifically, and then he put Brian on the shelf after their match at RCW Riot. It was a no-holds-barred match, and Brian suffered bruised ribs at the hands of Chris Danger, which put him on the shelf for quite some time. And then Brian Outlaw, last episode, he came back with a vengeance and attacked Chris Danger after the match. And he asked his brother Jason if he wanted to team up for old time's sake. And that's exactly what's going to happen. But this is a little bit different. This isn't your traditional tag team match. This is a no disqualification elimination tag match. Now here's how it works. Here's how it works here. There is no countouts, no disqualifications. And if a member of a team gets eliminated, it would become a 2-on-1 handicap match. And it was Jason's screw-up that cost the Outlaws tag team titles. And they are here coming out. I definitely want to get a screenshot of this because this is dope. I definitely want to get a screenshot. Oh no! But J-Rogue and the Outlaws aren't looking to wait. They're not even out of their entrance clothes yet. And the match is official. And Chris Danger saying that he should have stayed down. And these two shirts that you're seeing the Outlaws wear, they are some of the designs that I've come up with for the merch store, so you guys can check those out as well. And Brian Outlaw bowing to the RCW Universe, and finally this matchup is underway. Well, you know, the bell's already rung, but they didn't even want to wait for that. Oh, is J-Rogue taking a cheap shot to Brian as Brian and Chris are back in the ring. And again, this is no disqualification, no countouts. Oh, and Chris being the wimp, and I think he's scared of Brian Outlaw now because Brian Outlaw is coming out with a vengeance now. If I were the Outlaws right now, I would eliminate J-Rogue to have a 2-on-1 handicap match so they can have Chris Danger all to themselves. And I think that's exactly what Brian's looking to do. As he tags in his brother Jason. Now Jason is tagged in this matchup again. This is no disqualification rules. Anything goes. And I think that's playing in the Outlaws' wheelhouse. There's no disqualifications. The steel chair is their weapon of choice. And I think that's what Jason's going for now. Jason with the steel chair hit on Jay. And Jay able to roll out of the way though. Jay with a German to Jason Outlaw. Uh-oh, now Chris Danger's in. I think Jason wants to punish Chris Danger just as much as Brian Outlaw does for turning his back on the Outlaws. If you remember way back in RCW when it first started, or not really when it first started, but I think it was like way back in like season 3 or 4, in which we had Chris Danger signed to an RCW contract, and he agreed that, but on one condition, he would align himself with the Outlaws. So these two know each other as much as the Outlaws know each other, being siblings. But then Chris had to do the unthinkable and turn on Brian Outlaw during one of his matches. And that's what led to the no-holds-barred match between Brian Outlaw and Chris at RCW Riot. And then, after that, Brian Outlaw was put on the shelf, like I said, and then now he's back now. As Chris tried to go for that Philly special. Chris deciding to not go for that hot tag. And now they're going to cause even more punishment here on Chris Danger. As the multiple chair shots. A little bit of a miscommunication, and that causes Chris to be able to land a neck breaker. Now Chris Danger starting to come back now. Springboard moonsault. From Chris Danger. And Chris is fired up now. Drop kick. Taking down Jason. I don't know if it's the ring rust of Jason, because Jason and Brian both haven't been in the ring for a little while. I mean, even as a tag team, so possibly he's reopening old wounds. As Jay Rogue gets tagged in. And now Jay Rogue is having his way with Jason here. By stomping on the arm and... Uh-oh. This can't be good here. I thought that Jay was going to go for that splash in the corner there, but... being able to scoot out of the way, and this, I think this is exactly what Jason and Brian want, is they want to get rid of Jay Rogue here, because remember, this is an elimination tag match. So if they eliminate Jay Rogue here, it's a 2-on-1 opportunity against Chris Danger, and that's exactly what they would want. They want to get their hands on the man that put Brian on the shelf for quite some time. And the Outlaws are going for total lockdown here. This is what won them the Tag Team Championships. Total lockdown on Jay. 1, 2. And Jay Rogue kicked out. I don't know how, but he did. Oh, and Jay Rogue was able to get the hot tag. Jason wasn't paying attention. Jason wasn't paying attention, but he tries to save Brian from that, from Chris Danger with his steel chair shot. And again, Jason with the screw-ups. We've seen this happen multiple times. As Brian gets the reversal. Uh-oh, looking for the correction here on Chris Danger. Uh-oh, what's Brian doing? Brian's taking care of Jay Rogue. He wants to make Jay Rogue pay here. Uh-oh. Remember, this is no disqualification, so any of this goes right now. Uh-oh, suplex! Oh, almost suplex into the table. Now throwing Chris back into the ring, and Jay Rogue coming down now. Ooh, and big DDT. Allowing Chris to take advantage. Now I wonder what Chris is going... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. This could spell bad for Brian. Spine buster through the table. But again, only pinfalls count in the ring, so it's not going to matter if Chris can't get Bryan down in the ring. Now going after Jay Rogue now, taking care of him. Uh-oh. And another big spine buster on the ringside area here. Oh, I know. I think I know what Bryan's going for here. Hitting Jay Rogue with the steel chair from the apron. Oh, mocking Chris Danger, mocking him. Ooh, look for a big spine buster. No, DDT. And that now Bryan's busted open now. Bryan's in huge trouble now. But Jason is right there. Jason is right there to bail him out if Bryan needs it. Philly special. Oh no. Oh, tried for a springboard cutter. But Bryan took down Chris. He's looking to dish out all the punishment he can on Chris Danger here. But I think the mission remains clear. They want to get rid of Jay Rogue more than anything to make this a 2-on-1 handicap match. And he's going to let Chris make the hot tag. And I think that was on purpose. That was on purpose because they want this to be a handicap match. Super kick. Oh no. Oh, trying to lock in the Boston Crab here. Lock it in the Boston Crab. Lock it in the Boston Crab here on Jay. As Chris is trying to get back to the apron. And Jay taps out. Jay's gone. Chris Danger has to come in now because now it's a 2-on-1 handicap match. 2-on-1 now. We're looking for a taste of danger, but no. No taste of danger here tonight. Super kick again. Uh-oh. Again, they're trying to dish out any punishment they can. Looking for total lockdown here on Chris Danger. Total lockdown on Chris. Now looking for the win here. 1, 2. Chris kicked out. Oh no. Oh no, looking for the VR now. VR on Chris. 1, 2. No, Chris still kicked out. Again, this is an all-out punishment for Chris Danger right now. They are just dishing out all punishment to Chris Danger for what Chris did to Bryan to put him on the shelf. And that busted Chris open. Bail kick by Jason here. Jason again going for that VR. Oh! But Chris Danger fired back. Chris Danger fired back. On Philly special. no. Brian is a little bit dazed on the apron. Ooh, but he lets Chris get back up. Chris is not going down without a fight. As Jason trying to push him away, and a Samoan drop right on the chair. As Brian finally getting in position. Planting Chris Danger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's Brian doing? I don't know what he's doing here. Brian just targeted Jason. What's going on? Brian hit Jason off of the apron. Boston Crab here on Chris Danger. And Chris Danger taps out. But why? Why did... But I don't understand. Why did Brian hit Jason off of the apron? If you remember a while back when the Outlaws lost the tag team titles, Brian said it was okay that screw-ups happen, but Brian has snapped. And they're clapping like nothing ever happened. They're clapping like everything's okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know at all. That does not make any sense. What just happened? At all. Oh no. This can't be good. Are we witnessing the last time the Outlaws have paired together? Like, I can't believe they won the match, but yeah, they won the match. But at the same time, I still can't figure out why did Brian attack Jason off of the apron and then he finished it himself. It's not like Jason cost him the match or anything. Kind of like last time. It's not like that. I don't know what happened, guys. I have no idea what's going on. But they won the match, and now they're acting like everything's okay, but we all just saw what actually happened. Bloodied and all. I don't know what to I don't know what to say. Brian's the type of guy that he always said that he never needed anybody but his family. But I think he just contradicted that statement with what he just did by knocking Jason off of the apron and setting up Chris for the Boston Crab to finish the match himself. I think that was the plan all along in Brian's eyes. I think the plan was, I'm going to use Jason to eliminate J-Rogue, and then I'm going to finish this match for myself. I still think there might be some bad blood, I guess, between the two brothers after that tag team title loss. Because if you remember, it was Jason that distracted the referee by by trying to get in to the match. So he initially was trying to get into the ring to help out his brother, to break up the pin count. Because what happened was, it was Sabre and Phoenix, the White Dragons, in that title match. Sabre hit that kick. He literally almost kicked Bryan's head off and then went for the cover. And then Jason tried to get in, tried to distract the referee, hoping to help out his brother, to give him more time to kick out. But then Bryan couldn't kick out anyway. I think either way, the Outlaws would have lost that title. They would have lost their titles anyway. Whether or not Jason did anything or not. And I think it was the fact that he didn't actually get in to break up the pin. He never went in the ring. He never actually went into the ring to break up the pin. All he did was distract the ref for a brief moment, trying to get into the ring. And I think that's what caused Bryan Outlaw to snap tonight. I think that is what has caused him to snap, is the fact that he didn't try to save the tag team titles. And the tag team titles are just tag team titles. I mean, they had a good run. It's not like they had a terrible run with it. They came up with their own move, Total Lockdown, to win the titles. And they had a good run with it. They had Paige on their side. They had all the Outlaw sisters on their side. They had all of that going. It's not like they didn't have a good run, but I'm speechless. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll have to get Bryan on the horn and see what's going on and figure out why he did what he did. But the Outlaws are never really good at giving straight answers. They never really have a reason for what they do. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say they have a reason for doing what they do. They just aren't very vocal about it. They just don't tell anybody anything. And I think that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Because sometimes, like we just seen there, like, I don't know why Bryan just didn't talk to Jason after the match. Like, you saw the Twitter post that he made. Jason was really upset about it. He was really upset about losing the titles because he knew he screwed up. He knew that he did. And then Bryan Outlaw was like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Things happen. Whatever, but I don't know. Maybe Bryan has turned over a new leaf, and I always said, all of you thought about storylines in this show numerous times before of one of the Outlaws turning on one another. And I always said that we would never see that. That the Outlaws have too strong of a family bond to do that. I mean, we saw the Luna Outlaw and the Sky Outlaw match, but they didn't hate each other. It was more of a sister versus sister, who's better. Let's prove who's better. But maybe we're witnessing a different side of Bryan Outlaw that we've never seen before. Because, Bryan Outlaw has always been the family man. He's always been the guy that's always been there for his family, will do anything for his family. Like, we saw what he did to Chris Danger last episode. And honestly, I don't think that's just because Chris Danger was responsible for putting him on the shelf for quite some time. I don't think it was that. I think it was the amount of trust that the Outlaws had in Chris Danger. Because once one of the Outlaws trusts somebody, the entire family does. There is none of that family dilemma where they're like, should we trust this guy, should we not? They all trust each other. So if one trusts one of them, then, like, it's, for example, Like when Paige stopped by at Brian Outlaw's match in MWE, his very last match in Manhattan Wrestling Entertainment, to bring him to RCW. And that's when the Outlaws were like first born, I guess, on this show. They trusted Paige. Then what happened was Sky got tired of Paige being in the spotlight as RCW Women's Champion. They rivaled for a while, and the Outlaws hated Paige because of the rivalry that was happening between Paige and Sky. And then, you know, once Sky won the title from her, and they rekindled their friendship, and things are good. But we haven't seen Paige in a while either. So it's been a it's been a real rocky road with the Outlaws. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm speechless. I don't know. Like I said, some of you guys have suggested this before, and I always said the Outlaws would never, ever, ever, ever turn on each other. But I think we are witnessing that. Because Brian is the type of man, he doesn't care who it is. Whoever stands in his way, DDT 1, 2, 3. It's not just a merch design on a shirt. That's a motto of his life. And he's willing to take anybody down. I just didn't think it would be his brother. But we will hear from Brian Outlaw next time on RCW. He will address his actions. And I'm pretty sure on Twitter he will do that too, because he likes to say that stuff. I will make sure to keep you guys updated in the Discord as well. And if you missed any of this will be going on my YouTube channel after the fact. It goes right into a playlist. All of it is in chronological order so that you guys can watch it, and I highly recommend doing that. Even if you haven't watched it from the beginning. Like, let's say this is your first ever witnessing the show, whatever. Let's say that this is your first time witnessing the show. Like, we are not even close to being done with Season 5. So, for example, I think we're on Episode 5 or 6 or whatever. So, with that being said, if this is your first time, definitely, I would highly suggest going back to the very first episode of Season 5. And if you want to, one of these weekends, or when you're not busy, whatever it is you're doing, if you want to do that, if you want to do this, go ahead. I highly recommend it, but you don't have to. If you want to, you can go all the way back and watch it from the beginning. Watch it we started it at the end of 2K18's cycle, and then we waited for a couple months until 2K19 came out, and then we started Season 2 up, and now we're here at Season 5. That's sort of the timeline. I plan to do maybe 1 or 2, or maybe even 3 more seasons in this game before ending it for the 2K19 cycle, and then it'll come back in WWE 2K20, the next WWE 2K game. It'll be a while because now I've added more created wrestlers, so now it'll take me a little bit more time to create a lot of wrestlers. I don't plan on, there's a tag team that's going to debut soon that I'm excited for you guys to see. But I'm pretty much done adding wrestlers right now. Reason being is because the game already has such a huge roster, and with DLC, it adds even more people. And with the characters that we have, and with how highly detailed they are, and how awesome they are, I think we can continue even more stories through the long haul. I don't think we need to keep adding a lot of wrestlers. I have maybe 3 wrestlers that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm not going to say their names, but one of them's a tag team. The other one's just a wrestler. You guys haven't seen them yet, but I think what we got here is we got a good thing going. And I say that now because we're 5 seasons into the show. I can tell you this right now, I wouldn't have said anything like this in Season 2. Or Season 1. Because, honestly, I didn't expect it to become the thing that it has become. I didn't expect it to, and what I mean by that is, like, not in the sense of popularity, because numbers are just numbers. I appreciate everyone who comes out here and who watches the show, and all my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and the people that come to the streams, regardless of where you're watching this on, whether it's on YouTube, Mixer, whatever, Twitch, whatever, what have you. I appreciate everything. That's not to say that I don't pay attention to, like, follower goals or anything like that. It's always good to have goals. But what I'm saying is, I didn't expect this show to be this in-depth and so enjoyable. And you know what I mean? Because it's sort of like taking WWE and rewriting it. It's taking something that already exists. So, you know, stuff like WWE Raw and SmackDown. That already exists. Think of RCW as its own thing. Think of RCW as the AEW. Think of it as like that. Like, I'd like to compare it to that because that's the newest, that's the thing now. That's the newest thing. You know, and initially my idea for this show was what AEW's mission was when they founded the company this year. And that was to give an alternative for wrestling fans. That was really to give something that wrestling fans enjoy, that they don't want to cringe every time they watch it because of stupid promos. And I have no control over the promo engine in this game. Like, yeah, I can control the promos, but that doesn't mean that the promo engine is gonna... there's only so much I can do with that. Okay? So I apologize for the cringiness of the promos. That's why we did the Social Dummy thing, which is an app on my phone that I use to create the tweets, the social media of the Outlaws and the created superstars, as well as the real life superstars. Because I wanted to make this show as authentic as possible. And that was an idea that I had in Season 2 that I decided to use going forward. And I think that that's fantastic. I think that's a really cool idea because it adds character to the superstars. Because superstars, a lot of times how storylines start, somebody says something on social media that makes somebody mad and that starts a rivalry. And then they use social media as leverage to fuel that rivalry. Like, I used this app. And what's really cool is I'll have to see if I can like stream it or make a video about it, because I really like to show you guys this, because it's kind of hard to explain if you don't have it or never used it before. But it's basically one of those spoof apps, if you will. It's basically one of those spoof apps where you can like fool your friends. It's one of those like prank apps or whatever, where you can like fake text messages and stuff like that. So there's like things like fake Snapchat, fake Instagram, fake fake iMessage. So like the texting on an iPhone, fake Instagram, fake Spotify, fake Netflix. You know, there's tons of stuff, and what's really cool is you can like make profiles. I primarily use the Twitter section of this, but it works for everything. You can make profiles where you add a user, the name of the user, and the @, so like their username, like kind of like whatever, @whatever. Because that's how Twitter does their thing. And that's how Instagram does their thing too. And then you can add a profile picture, and you can add a verified badge, which is like a blue check mark, which is what you'll see on a lot of celebrities' social medias, because that verifies that it's actually them and it's not some like fake, some guy like trying to like, because I've seen that happen a lot of times where there's like these like fake celebrity accounts or whatever where people try to get money out of people, and it's terrible, it's awful. But honestly, the stupidity in people actually believing that it's actually that person, is kind of, so it even makes it even more authentic. Having that blue check mark, you know, it makes it as real as real and authentic as possible, which is why I like this app. It's really cool, and I use it specifically to enhance the character of the superstars that you already see on this show. So I think it's really cool, and you can see some examples of that in my Discord. I put, basically what you can do is once you're done creating it, you can save it to your phone and post it anywhere. It saves as a picture, so you can post it anywhere, and it's pretty cool. There's multiple uses to it, of course, but you know, I use it for the sake of, I use it for the sake of adding character to my superstars and you know, making it as authentic as possible, because I want to give you guys something cool to watch. I mean, there's Impact, there's AEW, there's other things, but you know, I think it's, what I think is really cool, and this is why I like doing this, is it's my own creative direction. I can do anything that I want as long as I know how to utilize the game. As long as I know how to utilize what I'm given, I can do pretty much anything that I want. Like, if mixed tag matches were in this game, which is a man and a woman tag teaming together against another man and a woman, like, you bet I would have Brian Outlaw and Paige do a mixed tag match together. I'd say probably the most fun storyline that we've ever done was the love triangle storyline between Paige and Brian Outlaw. When Brian Outlaw won the RCW Carnage title, and you can all watch this unfold if you go all the way back to, I believe it was like season 2 or season 3. If you go all the way back there, you can watch this storyline unfold rather than listening to me explain it. But I just think it's really cool because, you know, I love Paige in real life. I absolutely adore Paige, and Brian Outlaw is supposed to be based on me, so, you know, there's, you know, a lot of, it was a lot of fun doing that storyline. It was really a lot of fun. A lot of you, well, the last thing I'm going to say here is a lot of you ask me, like, how I come up with these storylines, and specifically for the Outlaws. And, you know, for Brian Outlaw, I always think, if I was a WWE superstar, or if I was a wrestler, who would I work with? Who would I want to be in a rivalry with? And, you know, what kind of character do I want to be? You know, I decided to be heel because, you know, it's easier to be mean and a bad guy than it is to be the nice guy that everyone cheers for. I feel like it's easier for me to get in character that way. And there's a lot And the thing about heels is that they use bad things that have happened to people in their past as leverage in a rivalry. So, you know, with the whole scandal with Paige and Xavier Woods and all that, like, that was used as part of a storyline. I used that as part of a storyline, and I thought it worked so well. I've used some of my real life experiences as a storyline. I've used a lot. There's a lot of things that I've utilized in this show creatively that I think is pretty cool. And if you guys are really invested in it, and I like that. I love how you guys are so invested in these characters, especially the Outlaws. I've never seen imaginary characters gain so much popularity and so much love in a short amount of time. It all started with Brian Outlaw. Then there was, I think there was Jason. Then I think there was Sky, and then Luna was the very last one to get added. I think that's how it was in order. Which kind of works because Brian's the oldest, Jason's the second youngest, and Sky's the third youngest, and Luna's the youngest out of all of them. So I'm really excited. I think it's really awesome what we've been able to create for these past 5 seasons, and you know it's going to continue. You know, I'll just tell you guys this. I had a former friend of mine, and there's a real reason why he's a former friend of mine. I'm not going to get into it, but I had a former friend of mine tell me that this show was going to die off. That I was going to get tired of doing it, that it was going to become exhausting, that I was going to burn out. And I've seen that happen to some content creators, whether you're streaming or making music or whatever. You know, whatever content you're creating, like, I've seen people get burnt out. Like, they do it so much, or they feel like they need to do it, or they do it so much that it feels like it becomes a chore, and it takes the fun out of it. And I think that's where he was getting at, was that. And I will tell you guys, as long as you guys are around and as long as you guys love this show, and even for those of you that interact with me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and Discord, and stuff like that, like, as long as you guys enjoy it and I enjoy creating it and putting it out, then it's not gonna go anywhere. You know, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon in terms of just leaving and me not doing it. I mean, the reason why I ended lockdown was because I thought of a better idea that would be better than that and to take in place of that. So, you know, I wanted to end it because I thought of a better idea than just with the Raw and SmackDown universe modes, because I loved doing this so much that I imagined if I can do this with WWE superstars and custom superstars, then why can't I do the SmackDown and Raw with just the real life superstars? You know, like, I think that's really cool. And you know, this show really is when I started taking streaming seriously, like, religiously. Like, I have a schedule now, you know, and everything, and it's become a part of my life. Like, I always remember, like, I gotta stream today, or, oh, I might stream today, or whatever. Or, do I feel like streaming today? Of course, you know, what, all that, you know, so it's become a serious part of my life, and I can thank you guys for that. I mean, it's taken my love for wrestling to a whole new level, and I feel like when you can take your love for something that you watch on TV and take the creativity and turn it into something like this, I think that's great. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome when anybody does that. Even if it's just a video game. I still think it's cool. I think with the pieces of technology that we have and the constant technological advancements that we have, I think it's becoming more real than ever that we can do anything that technology allows us to do. And that can be a scary thing, but that also can be a good creative thing creatively. And I think it's really cool, and I think I'm speechless, guys. I honestly I just can't. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's great. Initially, like I said, when I first tried out this show, like as a thing, I was like, oh, this might be a cool idea. And that's why season 1 is so short, 6 episodes long. And you know, when I initially tried out for this show, like I said, I didn't really have high expectations for it. You shouldn't have high expectations for anything. Because when your expectations are too high and it doesn't work out the way you want it to, that could really crush you and disappoint you to the point where you don't want to do whatever it is you were expecting to do to begin with. So I sort of had like goals that I wanted this show to do, but it ended up going haywire, and I think in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. I think this has definitely turned into something that I wasn't prepared for in a good way, and I think it's fantastic. And I think with this upcoming storyline that we have, and with everything that goes into this show, with the creativity, and now we have a merch store now. Like I said, well, last stream, I believe, it's when you can make something that you've created, even if it's out of a video game, and you make like merchandise out of it. It's like when YouTubers, like, they make merch for themselves, and or other streamers that make merch for themselves. You're creating a brand for yourself, essentially, which to me, when you go through all that hard work trying to do that, like, you're streaming, taking hours out of your day to do it when you could be doing something else. But also, you know, when you're making a brand and you're not even like as like a huge company, not like Apple, where Steve Jobs was like, oh, I'm gonna start Apple, but like when you're making a brand for yourself, and even the channel that you have is considered a brand. Like, you have a representation for that, and you have, that is your thing, right? And I feel like when you start making merchandise out of it, it makes it more legit, and it shows how serious you are about doing something. And you know, when I first started streaming, I was just streaming random stuff. I really was just kind of like streaming whatever game I found enjoyable. Now I really geared it towards wrestling. I rebranded the channel. I'm making a new logo as we speak right now. I'm making merch designs and stuff like that. Like, that stuff, to me, proves to myself and proves to you guys that this is serious, that this is a legit thing now, that it's not like August 21st of last year where I was like, oh, I thought this would be cool, so I did it. I took something that I thought would be cool, and I turned it into a whole new thing that I never thought I would turn it into, and I think that's fantastic. And I have to thank you guys for that, because if it wasn't for any of you guys, there wouldn't be the Discord, there wouldn't be the merch store, there wouldn't be 5 seasons of RCW up right now. There wouldn't be a Brian Outlaw. There wouldn't be a Luna Outlaw. There wouldn't be a Sky Outlaw. None of this stuff would exist without you guys. And I know that most of you probably hear this a lot from other content creators that you watch, like even some of the more popular ones. But the reason why I thank you guys so much is because it's like, this is a thing that I take seriously, and you guys take it seriously as much as I do. You know, so it's kind of like a hand in hand thing, you know, because I feel like viewers, and this goes for anybody, I feel like viewers or anything, that people can tell, like fans and viewers and whatever of anything can tell when a content creator or a business brand or whatever, they can tell when the person doesn't care anymore. They can tell when it's not fun anymore. They can tell when uploading a YouTube video just to have one out is happening. You know, they can tell when you're not having fun with your own content, right? And that's the one thing that kind of scared me about this, was that I thought that, you know, just like when I said how my former friend said it was gonna like die off. Like, that's what I was scared of. I was honestly scared that I was gonna get burnt out and not have that much fun, but I am having a lot of fun now. So, and a couple months later, here we are, and I have to thank you guys for that. So, thank you guys so much for everything you do for the channel. If you guys want to check out the merch store here, I will have a link on my Mixer. I just got to get to it. I have a link on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and check that out. There's a lot of really cool, snazzy stuff up there. There's also the Discord as well. I apologize if the link does not work, because I've been noticing that sometimes the link does not work with some people. So if that's the case, just message me either on Twitch or Instagram or whatever you can do to reach me. Do that, and I will send you a link automatically, another link, which will be guaranteed to work. So yeah, because this link right here that's in the command isn't supposed to expire, but I know for some people that it's not working. So I apologize. However, I might actually replace that link with another link, because that link might be dead, or that I don't know if it is or not. But like I said, if you have any issues joining the Discord and you want to join the Discord, just send me a direct message, send me a DM on any on anything, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And whatever you can find me on, whatever's easiest for you, and I will make you a part of the Discord. There you will find announcements, which is when I'm going live, things like that. When I post a YouTube video, we talk about wrestling, we talk about RCW, we talk about the universe mode that I'm doing. We do a lot of stuff. We talk about TV shows, music, whatever. Just about almost anything that you can imagine, that's what we do in the Discord. It's just a place to interact with other people that love the stream, including myself, because not everybody has a Twitter, not everybody likes social media, including myself. Like, I can't stand Facebook. I have one, but I can't stand it. I honestly prefer Twitter over Facebook because there's less drama on there, I've noticed. You know, and that's just because I'm friends with a lot of drama queens, so they like to spread all their drama on Facebook. So, you know, I guess that's a part of the internet. But I know some people don't like all of that stuff, and I can promise you guys this, that if anything goes wrong in the Discord, my moderators of this channel and my moderators on Discord will know about it and will handle it. So don't worry about There's an option to ban people, to kick people from the server, so you won't have to worry about anything going wrong because I'm right there to handle it. Like, I get notifications on my Apple Watch, so it's not like I'm gonna miss any of it, or anything that goes on. So, just thought I'd say that for those of you that are new joining the stream. So, anyways, thank you guys for everything that you do on the channel. I will be streaming probably the next stream. Let's see, today is Thursday, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So I will probably be streaming on Monday. Tomorrow I will take tomorrow off. I won't be streaming tomorrow, so I will take tomorrow and the weekend off, Saturday, Sunday. I will be back on Monday, and we will have, what do I have scheduled for Monday? We will have a Monday Night Raw Universe mode out. That'll be the next stream for you guys. As far as the next video, I plan to upload more of that Brian Outlaw My Career Universe mode. Also, I want to run something by you guys real quick. So there was a thing that I mentioned a couple streams ago. I think it was 2-3 streams ago, where I talked about having a My Career Universe mode surrounded the story of Luna Outlaw, because Luna Outlaw is the youngest of the Outlaw family. At 19, she's the youngest of the Outlaw family in the story, and I think it would be really dope to have her go through NXT, go through Raw, go through SmackDown, go through the Indies, go through AEW, whatever, and cause havoc. Because I think it would be an opportunity to kind of make history, kind of like Paige did with being the first NXT Women's Champion and the youngest Divas Champion of all time. And she still holds those records. Nobody will ever be the first ever champ again. Nobody will ever be the youngest Divas champ again. I don't think anybody's going to surpass that. She became the youngest one at 21, so, I don't think anybody's going to surpass that. But, in our story, I think Luna can. The Divas title doesn't exist anymore, but it's in the game, however. It's still in the game. It doesn't exist in real life, but it's still in the game. So I think it would be pretty sick to have that. And maybe in these My Career Universe modes, we bring old titles back, like the Hardcore title, $1 Million title. Some of the old nostalgia WWF titles back. Maybe we bring some of that back. I don't know. It'll be completely separate from the Brian Outlaw Universe mode, so they won't intertwine with each other. It'll be completely separate because they will have their own story, because everybody's story is different. Not everybody's wrestling career starts off the same, so it'll be different. However, there are only 3 slots for Universe mode, so I might use the Brian Outlaw My Career Universe mode as part of... I might use that Universe mode to launch the Luna Outlaw one, if I decide to do a Luna Outlaw one. I just think it would be pretty cool, because, it's a lot of series, because I got this, and then I got the streaming, but the streaming ones are easy. All it is me going live, and then I export it to YouTube, so it's not like there's editing involved or anything like that. With the My Career Universe mode, however, it's just a recorded pre-tape series, which I go in and I record and then I edit. I like to do those. I like to have multiple videos available, or videos like recorded, so that way that you guys don't run out of content. It's also easier on me so that I don't have to record anything because I know I already have a video up. So they might go up. They go up like randomly, really. What I'm going to do, for those of you that are new to the stream, for the My Career Universe Mode series, what I do for the pay-per-views, I launch them as premiere episodes. So YouTube has this system called Premiere, where you can schedule a time for your video to go live. It's almost like a live stream, but it's not. And you guys can chat with me while watching the video. So I can interact with you guys while watching the video, which is awesome. I'll do that for the pay-per-views to give them some sort of specialness to them. And then, you know, obviously the regular NXT, Raw, whatever, all that will be pre-taped and recorded and then uploaded. So that's what I really have going for the stream. So that's pretty much everything on the agenda as far as the content. So I don't want you guys to run out of content. So usually, like I said, what I do is I upload the My Career Universe Mode videos on days that I don't stream or days that I know that I'm not going to stream. So I might upload one tomorrow, knowing that I'm not going to stream on that day, so that you guys still get content out of me. You guys still get content out of me, even though that I'm not streaming. Tuesdays and Thursdays I usually don't stream, so Tuesdays and Thursdays you could probably expect an episode of My Career Universe Mode, depending on if I have one recorded. I don't always have one recorded. I try to keep up on that. I try to record multiple episodes, so I always have content ready, but sometimes crap happens, and, you know, I don't get time to record. So that's pretty much all the content as far as, you know, what we do on the channel is content-wise. So, again, thank you guys for everything you do for the channel. I appreciate all of you guys. This is an amazing show, and I expect the show to continue to be amazing, and you can expect the show to continue to be amazing by me. You know, because I don't... let's put it this way. I don't put content out that I wouldn't put out. I don't put content out that I want it to come out, just to have content. You know, I always give 110% in my content, and I hope that you guys enjoy it for what it is. And you can always leave your feedback on episodes. I know I like to talk about episodes of Raw and what happens on Raw with my friends, or what happens on pay-per-views. So if you guys want to talk about RCW or anything that's happening in any of my YouTube series, whether it's the Raw Universe Mode, SmackDown Universe Mode, My Career Modes, blah, 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 whatever content you want to talk about, feel free to do that on the Discord. That's why I created the Discord. And I'll be there with you, along with many, many other people. I believe we have about 9 people in the Discord. I plan to make that grow, and I hope that grows over time so that we get 20, 30, 50 people. It would be fun, because it would be kind of cool to have all that, and to have all amazing people interacting with each other. It would blow up my phone, but I'm okay with that. So, you know, thank you guys for being amazing people, and I will catch you guys on the next stream on Monday. Again, I will be recording some episodes of the Brian Outlaw My Career Universe Mode so that we can get everything going, and I will have a Luna Outlaw merch design up on the merch store as soon as possible. I will let you guys know once I have that. I will send you, I will do a picture of the design, and you know what, screw that. I will do a link of the design in Discord. You can click that link and it should lead you directly to the store page. I will do a link in that design once that design becomes available. That way you guys know exactly when it becomes available, and you guys will be able to go out and grab that if you so choose. So with that said, thank you guys for joining me today. It was a double stream today since I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I like to do these sometimes when I know that I'm not going to stream tomorrow. So, and man, am I out of breath. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I will catch you guys on the next stream on Monday. Take it easy.